Ashley's in West Palm Beach, California. Hi, Ashley. How are you? West Palm Beach.
I'm good, Dave. It's Florida.
Florida, I would think. Yeah, I saw that on the screen and read it like I was Anchorman or something. Okay. So I knew better as I was reading it. How can we help?
I am currently in baby step 2, and I have about $10,000 left on a student loan. However, it's currently in part of a class action lawsuit, so I'm not required to make any payments on it. So I've been using what I would have paid on that towards the rest of my snowball. It's not currently accruing any interest, anything like that. I'm just not sure if I should pay it off. Or
what is what's the nature of the class action lawsuit?
It was for false advertising for job placement rates and things like that. So it was for like a technical school. Technical
school still open?
No, they've closed.
They went broke?
Shut down.
Well, your student loan is supposed to be forgiven under federal guidelines in that situation anyway.
Well, I had already graduated from the school.
Doesn't matter.
That happened, so I wasn't currently. Really?
Yeah, doesn't matter. If the school closed if the school went bankrupt, it's an indication that they were running a scam, and it's one of the few types of student loan forgiveness that actually does occur. You actually get a high rate of these that are forgiven. So you need to get in touch with the feds and work that through. You said it's a $10,000 balance and it's your only debt left?
I have 2 left. I have about $8,000 left on a credit card, but I've been using the student loan payments to pay down the credit card faster since I've not been required to pay payments on the student loan.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, what I'd do is knock the credit card out, and then I would save up $10,000 extra above your normal emergency fund of 3 to 6 months, so that if this all falls apart, you can write a check and be out of debt.
That's what I thought you'd say, but I needed to hear it from you.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you need to investigate the federal, get on the websites with the feds, because I think you're going to get this whole thing forgiven anyway, regardless of the class action.
Okay. Now, do you think they would forgive and reimburse for anything that I've paid? That's my concern.
No, it's just the feds don't guarantee that schools don't go broke, but they do forgive federally insured student loans on schools that close.
Okay. Regardless of if you're a current student or not.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But double check it. Jump in on the student loan websites. And James, that site that you sent me the other day that had the different types on it, do you remember what it was off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head, but I can find it and send it to you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she'll be gone by then. But anyway, yeah, but there's a site we were just looking at the other day, and there's 2 or 3 types of student loan forgiveness that actually do occur.
That's what I was about to say, because usually it's one of those impossible things that it's a dream that people have that's going to happen, and it usually doesn't.
It's called the PSLF is the one that sucks, that everybody thinks is going to happen and nobody gets. That doesn't really occur.
Yep.
And so the public service student loan forgiveness after 10 years, and that's what so many people are betting the farm on, and they're getting screwed.
Yep.
And the current numbers, we just pulled this up the other day off the site that we were talking about here. The 227,000 people have applied for that, and only 3,000 have gotten it. So it's less. It's about 1%
of the 10-year.
Yeah, of that 10-year type. Now the type that she has, where a closed school discharge,
it would be 100,
or a discharge due to death, or a discharge due to disability, or there's another one for teachers. And sometimes nurses that do the inner city or the rural, underserved areas, they're called. That's a 5-year plan, and there's a high rate of the forgiveness on those.
Yep.
But the public service student loan forgiveness one is the ones that's joke.
Yep.
So it's educationdata.org.
Say it again.
Educationdata.org.
Okay, so if you're still there, it's educationdata.org, educationdata.org, or data.org. And that's where you can start to find out this deal. But if you went to, and a lot of them were very few times does like a 4-year university close.
Right.
But there were a lot of these VOTEC things, a truck driving school, a computer programming school, or whatever, and you go in there and they run the student. Basically, they run a scam to get people to sign student loans. They cash in all the money, they take off, and the school closes.
How often does that happen?
Often enough that they decided to put it in the dadgum thing. I mean, it's too often.
Yeah.
It's not to say everybody in that space is slimy, but there was enough slime in that space that the discharge due to school closing is a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. And you don't have to do it through a class action. So jump in there and learn about it, and you can get the details and get moving on it.